Okay, boys and girls, this episode is brought to you by PrizePicks. It's so simple. Go to the App Store, download PrizePicks. You can pick more or less your favorite players, NBA, NHL, UFC, boxing, for the chance to win 100 times your money. It's available in states like Texas, California, and 30 more, plus Canada. It's a great time to play because if you use code TIMBO, PrizePicks will give you $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Boys, don't forget, this Saturday, 11 a.m., we got the live stream. UFC 321, me, Joe Diesel Riggs are sitting down and watching it together. So if you're watching the fights, throw on the YouTube, pull up the stream, and we'll have a good time. Okay, boys and girls. Good to be back. Or is it good to be back? We got Joe Diesel Riggs with us, and he's got a bum foot. And we got Ben Davis joining us for today's show. Lots of juice today. Let's get that posture up, boys. Grab ourselves a refreshment of our choice. Let's get serious. Not fucking around. Okay, good to have you, boys. Joe Diesel Riggs, what happened to your foot? You got gout foot?
I'm fucking gout. Great God, gout. I was rolling the other day, fucking got a body triangle, and some old bird tried to fucking ankle lock my fucking peg.
Is that what did it?
Yeah, so I wouldn't fucking tap that shit, but fucking I did drag my legs off the mat, though.
Well, you could have just tapped.
No, it wasn't even,
Your pride is too big.
it didn't feel like it hurt, honestly, but this next day it got to me. That's
yeah, I mean, you skipped out on pickleball. It's swollen. It's
looking like hell.
That ankle's been through it.
It has been through it.
It has. Ben, how you been?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Ankles are fine, thankfully.
Good.
But I really can't complain. A little under the weather. I mean, it's getting cooler, man. I don't really like the cold.
It goes around. It goes around here. I mean, if you're not staying tight on your diet, staying hydrated, running yourself down, you'll get it. Mm-hmm. Are you training at AZ Combat Sports still?
Nah, man. So I'm doing a lot of boxing work with BJ Flores the last 3-4 months. And that's kind of exclusively what my combat sports training has been.
And he's a Phoenix guy.
He's not from Phoenix. He's based here. But, I mean, he fought Tony Bellew, a very highly ranked boxer for many years. And I'm lucky to gain the skills from him.
Yeah. So you've been staying busy. You've been all over the place. You've been doing a lot of work with Misfits. Mm-hmm. And how's that been?
It's good. You know, I think X Series this year was taking a couple risks that maybe didn't pan out necessarily. You know, we've had issues putting on events, which is tough, but the ones that we've executed have been great. They've all been Darren Till main events, funnily enough, but like every single one of those shows I think is the best that we can offer. I just wish we could do it more often.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that, I mean, yeah, they must have some decent bread they're throwing around over there.
It's DAZN, man.
Is it?
It's DAZN. Okay. They've got a great pool for us to jump into. So.
Oh, that's nice. So you guys were at Fight Circus last week?
Yeah. So Fight Circus in Vegas was a time. I've been like communicating with the team about this for 9 months, strategizing, brainstorming, and the debut show was Friday. And it fucking sucked. It was terrible.
And what sucked about it? Not a big crowd or?
No, you know, so the crowd was sold out. We packed it. The problem was we didn't understand how some of the segments would play to the audience. And so, you know, we had some questions with the athletic commission about how hard we were going to be going, and they didn't want us to really go that hard at all, which is totally fair. Not a sanctioned event. Nothing was like a legit fight. But because of that, I think guys overcorrected, and they really pulled their punches to the point where the audience in the Chaos nightclub is sitting there going, these guys are playing fucking patty cake.
Oh,
there's nothing entertaining about it.
That'd be embarrassing.
Yeah, no, it was. I mean, we were in the little broadcast booth, and I was watching people tune out, man. You just see them tune out, and people getting up from their booths, leaving, yeah, man. I mean, it was frustrating, and we made a lot of changes Saturday morning. We had a great production meeting, twisted everything. 90-second rounds, shorten it to 60. Minute breaks in between rounds, shorten it to 30. Cutting some back on the musical cues, like just tactical fixes that we could do, that we could control. And the Saturday show was tremendous.
Oh, really?
That one, it worked out great. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the Friday one was not the first impression that we wanted to make.
Because the Fight Circus, what does that consist of?
So it's this very underground combat sports variety show out in Phuket that's been going for like 10, 15 years, I believe. And they take the wackiest parts of combat and they kind of specialize in it. So, you know, for instance, they've lubed up a tarp, put it over the ring, and then have heavyweights boxing on it.
Oh, really?
And the comedy, yep, a lot of lube, a lot of KY.
So they're never on their feet, huh?
Never on their feet. It's like 12 knockdowns and they haven't even punched each other, right? And things like that. It's kind of like the Savannah Bananas of combat sports, which I love. I think that's such a cool piece in this combat sports landscape, right? But I think adapting it and translating it to America and kind of for a West Coast audience that's not Phuket based has been challenging. And I think you know, we gave it a good crack. And Saturday night certainly was much more of the vision of what we wanted. And I'm curious to see where it goes. I think that the executives that did give us another shot were happy with what they saw on Saturday.
And how did old death sentence match go?
Oh,
Death
no.
sentence. So it was interesting because he is, when I heard he was going to be a part of it, I was so excited. I was like, this is the perfect fucking person for this organization. And I remember communicating with a couple of people close to him, and there was the concern of like the realness of it. And I was like, no, he's not going to get hurt. He gets to perform, creatively express himself, have fun, engage with the audience, and he's not going to get finished, knocked out, no damage. But again, because there was such a huge overcorrection on that Friday night show.
He took a beating, didn't he?
That would be, no, the exact opposite. That would be funny if Felony Charles Bennett was just like, I'm going to crush you right now.
Oh, is that what happened? Okay.
Yeah, but no, they just, it was very light pitter patter. And I think Death Sentence was a little frustrated with not having the chance to rehearse things maybe properly the best way. And again, even on Saturday, I think he was still a little bit frustrated. But I think Death Sentence sees what the vision is. And in my view, he's like a key pillar of this. I think for America, he's like an MVP.
Mm-hmm. I was a little nervous when I heard he was doing Charles Crazy Horse Bennett, because I was like, dude, you never know if he'll pop off and just KO old Death Sentence.
Oh my
just
God.
For the fun of it.
Yeah.
He's insane.
Yeah.
I have never met someone as wild as he is. The two things I first met him in 2023, and we were doing a fight circus show in Phuket, and I had made the wrong decision to get on the back of a motorbike with him. And he's ripping 85 miles an hour on a fucking motorbike.
I'd have strangled him back there.
I was too busy holding on. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then I was in the hotel room right next to him, right? And I was spending my nights mainly just kind of writing out, scripting, you know, prepping. And he would bring back so many fucking hookers, dude. It was loud. I was like, Jesus, Charles. But again, I remember I asked him about it. I was like, you getting any sleep? And he's like, not really. And I was like, how much? And he's like, $25.
Oh
And I was like,
dude.
everything's cheaper in Phuket. So.
Okay.
Well, recently he busted out of his 23 fight losing streak.
Yeah.
Dude, what's crazy? 23 legitimate real fights he's
Lost in a
He is
row.
by far one of the most physically blessed athletes I've ever seen in my life. He just, I swear.
What do you think? It's KOs that or just like lifestyle, where it's just like
Why he didn't come into his own?
or I mean,
He didn't.
he's not fighting easy guys. He's
No,
not,
he never trained correctly. Never trained. I mean, he had really good timing, very fast. He just never trained.
Just like raw instinct,
Yeah.
but it just was never refined. And I think that was what made Felony Charles Bennett, right, formerly known as Crazy Horse, such a mythical figure. Is like the dude clearly has something special,
Right.
but instead of refining that, processing it to become a true player, he's just like, fuck it, I'll knock someone out mid-interview. Why not, right?
that had to been a long 7 years, because that was 2016 to 2024.
Oh, shot. Who did he beat?
2024.
Yeah, right? Who did
Yeah,
he beat?
seriously.
He ended up taking out Justin Howard. Dude,
I've seen him on this stint he went on. A lot of the fights, he was winning the fights, beating the fuck out of the guys. He just would get tired, or get taken down and subbed. He's fucking fun to watch, man.
I think cardio is like the real X factor that works against him. And when you're smoking that many Black and Milds, and you're smoking that many joints, like I can't. Tim, as a coach, right? When you're putting the wrong things in your lungs, you can't really hit the pedal right in the fights.
You can't depend on that, when you're wanting to dig deep, when you're fucking tired, and it's not there. That sucks.
Still, you got to be careful with a guy like that. Like
He'll clip you.
he's on a 22 fight losing streak, and you go in there and try to sit in the pocket with him the first 30 seconds. You
How's
never know.
Howard? How's old Howard feeling today? He's probably not. He's not high on himself.
He's 3-7, so he's sitting fine.
He's starting his own Charles Bennett streak. He's gonna be the new Crazy Horseman. He passed it into him, when he beat him. You shall never win again.
That's good shit. That's crazy. A guy like that gets on the stent like that. That's nuts.
Okay, so this weekend, I want to talk about a little bit. Rainer DeRitter, Brendan Allen, everyone's giving Rainer DeRitter just like so much shit. Even the average fan, oh my God, he quit. I'm like, these guys he was saying how sick he was the whole week, the fight day, everything, how sick the guy was.
He was saying that?
After.
Okay.
So it's like, so you don't get respect for that.
No.
Would he have got less hate, more hate if he would have pulled out of the main event 4 days before? Be like, hey, I know if I lose this fight, I'm not getting my title shot. I'm pulling out. No, he has big cojones. He's like, I signed up. I'm going to show up and I'm going to fight this guy into the 4th round. And then he ends up getting absolutely fatigued. His coach throws in the towel and everyone's just like, he's a quit. And I'm like, dude,
Just shut the fuck
none
up.
of you motherfuckers would have stepped in that cage feeling how he felt. He
No,
gets
man.
zero respect for that.
None.
When also, there is like a fake Rainer DeRitter Twitter account that I think is spearheading this propaganda.
Really?
And it's, because I don't know I think Rainer said, he released a statement today about how it stings and this was a tough opportunity. But like this fake account instantly was going, I got the norovirus and my left hand was broken ahead of this fight and spreading this.
Okay,
this
so that
false
wasn't
image.
him.
I don't, so I don't, maybe Rainer did say something, but to your point, Tim, I think that it was a really intelligent move from him and the team. The guy was done. It's unnecessary damage. And when you contextualize that was his 5th fight in a year, right? You think about the weight cut, think about the time in fight camp. Like the dude, credit to RDR for being such a showman over the last year and in his rookie year in the UFC, taking on these tough guys and continuing to fight as frequently. But I think after this loss, it's illuminated to him that, hey, let's sit on the shelf. Let's let my body really process and recover. And Brendan Allen, who knows if RDR healthy has the same performance against Brendan Allen? Either way, irregardless, Allen now steps in and captures that moment. So I don't know. I don't think anyone should give him shit because, to your point, nobody else is fucking in there.
Dude, and again, 90% of people would have pulled out in that moment. If that was true. Again, I'm looking at this account now, and it clearly is a fake account. I'm like, God damn it, he's right. He said, hey, Kamzat, you inbred, inactive little rat. You've been ducking and hiding from me for months while I've fought 5 times in less than a year. Step up and let me take that belt off you. And then the one before that, the one that I read, still furious about this loss. Norovirus crushed me during fight week. Picked up a serious spine injury the day before. Broke my hand in round 1. Injured my neck in round 2.
You read that?
Still gave it my all. I'm like, God damn it, he needs respect.
And Tim's thinking, RDR was put through the ringer, man.
Tim, got your hook, line and sinker, Tim.
They got old Hamzat too was tweeting at him.
Hamzat was responding. And then the fake RDR hits him with that photo of Hamzat in the mirror where he's looking really, fucked up and
haggard.
I mean, listen, if I was RDR, maybe hiring that guy as my social media point of contact. I'm kidding. That'd be
so
terrible.
did RDR say anything about even being sick, or am I just making that up?
I want to say I saw something about him saying it stings, but I don't believe he made any excuses, nor did the team. I think his coach was the one that released the statement first, and they were basically like, we're taking it on the chin, fully accountable for this, how it played out. Yeah. That is what it is.
And what a good coach. Mm-hmm. Again, what a good coach to see it back. Okay, I can send him out for this 5th round. He's zapped. He's not talking to me in the corner. I can see he's a broken man. Mm-hmm. Why go and take a beating and get finished?
It's a great point.
Fucking throw in the towel. That was a good coach. But again, Brendan Allen gets mounted, gets his back taken in a body triangle in the first minute of the fight, survives the whole 1st round, just getting absolutely mauled. Comes back and then ends up breaking DeRitter.
That's crazy.
Insane. How many people were counting Brendan Allen out? Okay, boys and girls, this video is brought to you by Spade. It's 0 sugar, 0 calories, all natural. 6 flavors: cola, yuzu lime, guava, blueberry acai, kiwi strawberry, Dr. Spade. There's only 6 ingredients, including water sweetened with the most premium form of stevia on the market. No bitter aftertaste. It's caffeine-free, dye-free, add electrolytes for a hydration benefit, just as healthy as a sparkling water, and just as flavorful as a traditional soda. And for our listeners, Amazon link in the description, TIMBO Spade 10 for a clean 10% off. Back to the program.
And what's crazy is I feel when you take a short notice fight, the thing that is so obvious is your conditioning and the cardio starts to fade, right? You haven't had those 8 weeks of doing the road work. So for Allen to accept this on short notice and really not show any fatigue, really not have any apparent cardio problems was most impressive to me. And I don't know if saying to the biggest loser to come out of UFC Vancouver is Bo Nickel, if that's fair. But if I was Bo Nickel after that RDR fight, see him beat Whitaker, oh my God, this is great. And then Allen has Bo's like, oh fuck.
Again, though, Brendan Allen, everyone says how good of a jiu-jitsu black belt he is. He got in that terrible position, which would have zapped most people's energy because they'd be panicked. Brendan Allen was so calm in those positions, doing the right things, staying safe, protecting his neck, being calm, and he made it out of it. Again, you have to be that good at jiu-jitsu to survive something like that. Someone like Bo Nickel or any of these other guys that are black belts probably couldn't have survived that.
Fuck no.
And that was DeRitter's 5th fight in a year as well.
That's
fucking crazy.
Speaking of black belts, did we all see the Derek Moneyberg interview the other day?
No.
You see that, Tim?
Oh, it was good.
I mean, that guy's as legit as it comes.
I like Moneyberg.
Well, what happened? I didn't see
I
it.
think he's a good character. I think he's such a funny character. He went on Ariel Helwani's, and Ariel, I was curious how Ariel was going to run the interview, but Ariel was calling him out. You think this black belt is legit? And he's like, yes, it is legit. It is. But again, it's like, dude, 3.5 years. 3.5 years, you're scratching the surface of jiu-jitsu. I don't care if and he acts like he trains all day. It's like you're an older, bigger guy. You don't train all day.
No.
And if you do train all day, it's probably the most half-assed training possible.
So hold on. He says he's got his black belt in 3.5 years. Is that what's going on?
Oh, no, he does. Jake Shields gave it to him.
Really?
Yeah.
He said that he trained over 3,000 hours in the past 3.5 years, so that'd be about over 2 hours a day.
What benefit would Jake have to give him a black belt they didn't deserve, though? Does
he paid him over six figures.
Yeah.
6 figures.
And not only paying for the black belt, but also paying people to come onto his podcast as well. He's disclosed that information.
Really?
So,
that's okay. If
okay.
you got money,
it's okay in the sense that it's a nice gesture. Hey, I really appreciate your time. Here's something to compensate you. I do think that that's fine. I think what makes it irregular is it's just not common practice at all in this space. Even I don't think Helwani's ever paid for an interview, and that guy is the top of the peak. So it's just such an irregular practice that to me it comes off as not honest, or your reasons for paying someone are a little bit more layered than you're letting on. Right? It's not because you're appreciative of their time. It's more so that's the whole reason that they're fucking there.
yes,
That's at least my takeaway.
yeah. I wonder if some of these big like late night talk show hosts and do they pay some of these stars to come
They do.
on?
They do. Some of them, if they're promoting something, no, but if they come in there for their own agenda, yeah, they do.
It's also syndicated programming.
Yeah.
You're part of a larger entity. There's budgets. It's a different landscape as well. But it would be kind of funny if Jimmy Fallon's like, "Hey, thanks for that 10 million view clip.
Yeah.
Here's nothing."
Dude, I want to see the super fight of the century. What if they put old main event CJI 3 Moneyberg versus Danaher?
It's the clash of the century, man. It's the Thrilla in Manila too.
What did he say when Ariel was fucking pressing him?
He was coming back. He was trying to be respectful, and Ariel was pressing him. And you'll have to watch it. You'll have to watch it.
A little bit.
It's really good.
There was a level of defensiveness that Derek shifted to, where he was sort of like, oh well, what did he said something about bathrooms? He was like, I don't know what's in your bathroom, but I'm not gonna assume what's in your bathroom. It was a weird defense that he pivoted to. I was like, that doesn't help your case here, pal.
Ariel was calling him out. He always wears socks when training.
Oh, he does.
He always wears the sock. Riggs wears one sock a lot.
That's what I was saying. I was like, he does, doesn't he? I had surgery to my foot. It doesn't like me on the mat by itself.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
See, that's fair. If
Yeah.
Derek was like, look, if Derek provided just more, I would say, answers to these questions in conclusive manners, I'd be fine. If he had clips of him rolling and he's submitting Strickland with ease or submitting Jake Shields in a back and forth battle, I have never seen him grapple. I'm not saying that it doesn't exist.
It most likely doesn't exist.
Right, because
it can't happen.
But I'm being very careful because the guy sues people and is more than happy to take you to court. So I'm trying to
But it's also unfair to him a little bit. I don't think he I don't think he said, "Hey, Jake Shields, can I get my black belt?" Or maybe he did, maybe he didn't. But if a black belt comes and says, "Hey, here's a black belt," and then he's like, "Oh, cool, this guy gave me a black belt. I'm pretty proud of it. I'm going to post it." That's not really his fault.
I would say it is, though, in that he's not recognizing why it's a problem to the greater BJJ community. He doesn't understand the average timeline of getting a black belt and the average amount of matches or competitions or training. Yeah. Like even Leah McCourt, she posted a great Instagram segment today talking about the journey it took to get her black belt, which involved stints in major promotions like Bellator, PFL, years of training and competing on the BJJ scene, and then she finally gets it. So it's so difficult for me to just accept that this guy is legit, right? Especially when he's wearing a stupid shirt that says "Choose to Conquer." What the fuck does that even mean?
Is he trolling people or is he serious?
I don't know. I think he's being serious, dude. I think he's actually...
He just seems like a business guy. I mean, like a business guy. He doesn't seem like mean at all. He doesn't seem mean at all. But you can't judge one guy getting a black belt and be like, everyone's so different. There's competitive people. There's guys. I have purple belts here that'll submit a lot of black belts, but I haven't given them a black belt yet because our goal is to win world championships at purple belt and stuff like that. So the goals are different. Every hobbyist is different. But again, 3.5 years just doing privates and then getting your black belt. It's just at the end of the day, who really cares? Because it's his skills.
Of course,
it's his skills, and he's got to live with it. But the whole, he's making it worse posting about it and talking about it. Sorry, I'm legit. Sorry, you can't do this.
Sorry,
as fast as I can. Yeah.
What does Jake say about this?
Jake says, "No, he's legit.
He's legit.
He's legit." I mean,
if I got a black belt in 3.5 years and I knew that would annoy people, the last thing I would probably do is go on Helwani's show and boast about it and try. You know what I mean? Like,
he has balls for doing it.
Balls. I mean, balls or stupidity.
Where's it coming
almost,
from?
You know?
What's he trying to?
What's the angle? Yeah, I mean,
is he just trying to convince people that he's worth the shit? You can do that very easily.
Yeah, I guess I don't know.
Allegedly, it's just converting people to his courses or the programs that he offers, and this is all marketing and exposure to get people to buy.
Is that what you think, or is that what
I allegedly? That's what I think. Rumor without any definite. Don't sue me, Derek Moneyberg.
Oh, you're getting
That's
sued,
at least you're getting sued, pal. I'll see you in fucking court, and then I'll sub you.
man.
I'm gonna ankle pick you in court real quick.
I'll send you a link to the interview, Joe. It's pretty good. I would love to have Moneyberg on the pod. I would love to be able to just talk to him and chat with him and not really just
corner him,
grill him. No, I don't think I would. I just feel like that's bullying. Again, it's not his fault that Jake Shields gave him a black belt.
Well, how do you know he didn't proposition Jake? Listen, motherfucker, here's how it's gonna happen.
You think he cornered Jake?
You never know, man. Fucking money talks.
Well, and Jake Shields been around jiu-jitsu his whole entire life. He knows, he's rolled with many, many black belts, and like, you know how good a black belt in jiu-jitsu is. They're fucking good and very proficient with their energy, and they know how to not get tired in certain positions, and they know the kind of the ins and outs. Yeah. So a black belt it's like,
I can't believe Jake's fucking good as they come, man.
Yeah, but if this guy, Riggs, if someone comes up to you and says, "Hey, here's 100 G's. You just give me
black belt."
You're getting a black belt.
You're getting a black belt from Joe Diesel Riggs, so it must be
Academy.
legit.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, shit, I would give a black belt in that scenario.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
fuck.
I think Helwani also brought up how many black belts has Jake Shields given? What does the typical process look like to get a black belt from Jake Shields? I feel like that's relevant as
what's
well,
the answer
right?
to that?
I don't fucking know. I don't think Ariel did either. I think Helwani was asking Moneyberg, and he said something like 10 to 15 black belts in Jake's lifetime.
He gave out, damn.
But I don't know. The thing is, I just don't. Honestly, Tim, I'd love if he came.
Yes.
And you guys did a pod. Maybe he rolled. Like, I'm suspending a little bit because maybe it is legit. Maybe the guy did judo for 30 years and he's just naturally acclimated.
He would have said that.
Yeah, why would he be? Yeah. Fuck, I couldn't think of any other reason he wouldn't just fucking roll in front of people just so they can see he's good. And just,
well, there's little clips of him drilling, and that's
not fucking rolling, man.
Yeah,
it's just, is he saying that he submits and does these things?
Well, he pays like guys like Glover Teixeira, Gordon Ryan, Mikey Musumeci, Gilbert Burns. The list goes on and on of all the who's who. Machida and Glover gave him his karate black belt, and they're standing there holding it. Karate black belt.
Karate black. He's postured up in those pictures. I'd slap the shit out of him. He's doing that to all those. He's going around each of people like that. I didn't know he's okay.
You know, Derek Moneyberg actually trained Hoist Gracie back in the day. Yeah, Derek taught him everything he knows.
But these guys. The guys that are doing that, they have to take a little ownership too, and see how that makes them look. How does that make all their students look?
But they're just peppering. They're not fully going in on it, right?
It's still enabling, though. I agree with that. Like you're creating an environment where that's okay.
Yeah.
And as BJJ practitioners, people that are in combat sports for so long, that know the journey, that have students that are on that journey and how difficult that path is, to enable that type of activity and just go along with it, whether it be for financial reasons, whether it be for exposure purposes. It delegitimizes. That's all it does. It delegitimizes.
Dude, I mean, I can't imagine what my students would think. There's so many guys that have been here for 7+ years who are purple belts still. And they've been here for 7 years consistently for 7 years.
Some limp dick, some fucking black belt.
And then, and this Moneyberg, 3 years he did it.
Oh, man. He gets
And I took the money. I'm like, fuck.
But they don't put in the work like he does.
That's true. They didn't do the 3,000 hours.
Yeah.
Did you,
I feel bad for the guy a little bit.
Did you crunch the numbers and see that's possible?
Nick did just now.
It's 2 hours a day, but that's every day, 7 days a week.
So yeah, 365.
I just don't. Come on.
He's doing 2 privates from fucking legit people like that every day for fucking no way.
At 43, he gets into this and is doing 2 hours a day every day, no breaks, no time off. Like, it's
possible, but fucking very unlikely.
Yeah.
He had a dating service.
Yes.
Really?
Where he was like trying to proposition girls, like,
No,
You're
teach
going to love
guys
this.
how to hit
Riggs, you're
girls.
going to love this
He would
guy.
teach alpha males, maybe beta males how to be, become alphas, how to approach women, how to get women. That was one of his first businesses.
Is he a suave guy? Or is he just
No.
He's suave as they come.
I've never even heard
I
of
would,
this guy.
I would
Cruise,
love
man.
to
He's
maybe
Tom
set
Cruise.
Riggs up with put a Choose to Conquer shirt on and give him
Yeah.
a private.
I wouldn't mind it.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind
Get
it.
Moneyberg to run you through like a first date or something. He's like in the truck going, all right, now you got to order the
I
appetizer.
get him to slap the shit out of the girl. How do you like that one? Oh, that's terrible. Honestly, I feel embarrassed. I've never heard of this guy.
I mean,
You'll like it. It's good. It gives us some good things to be cool about.
Tim, what is your requirement for giving out a white belt? What does someone need to go through to?
You show up and you get your white belt. That's
Gotcha.
the belt you tie your gi with when you first come in day one.
Okay, so there's no extra like before you get a white belt. Okay,
Nope. As soon
Tim,
as
I
you
don't have a white belt. I mean,
You also don't have a membership.
that's true.
Oh, man.
Somebody get my credit card. No.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yep. Moneyberg. Good.
You get new
juice
shoes,
there.
bud?
Good. No, these are old.
Look nice.
Old beaters. I refuse. I was pissed off at wearing my sandals on this show. On this
Why?
show in front of millions and millions.
What's wrong with the sandals?
Just my haggard toes looking
Here's
just gnarly.
Jerusalem's.
It's time to
But you're usually wearing the old Asics, the one you've had those for a while, right?
Yeah. But
Yeah, well,
we're moving up. All right. So Brendan Allen, he moves up 4 spots. He moves into the number 5 spots. Now we got Fluffy, number 4. We got Strickland, number 3. Number 2, Imavov, Dreykus, and Hamzat. Man, it's just the middleweight division is so exciting right now.
it is.
Yeah.
I think it's so exciting. This Imavov guy is a fucking animal. Sean Strickland, I don't know what's next for him. He wants Fluffy, and that would be a sick fight. Sean Strickland versus Fluffy. I bet you they make that fight next.
I think the issue is because he had stormed that cage at Tough Enough and he was suspended. I don't know if that applies to just Nevada or all over.
Yeah, it's
but
one for all. But did he have to pay some fine or just?
it was, I don't even know if there was it was probably a small fine, but it was mainly the penalty was like 6 or 9 months suspension. But I would, Tim, to your point, I think that's a great fight. I'd like to see that fight.
Oh my God, it'll be sweet. So that division is looking good. And then the other fights, Kevin Holland, Mike Mallet. Kevin Holland gets his long dong just kicked hard as hell in the first round. And if you've had your sack kicked hard,
Well, getting your shafts different than the balls.
yes,
It's a different thing.
It's a
altogether.
severity. It's a
Yeah.
severity
it
difference.
is. But dude, the nut shot, it moves up into your core and it zaps your cardio. It zaps your core. If they hit you in the gut after that, it's like, dude, it fucks you up bad. What is something they can do? And so Mike Mallet gets away with it. Boom, kicks him in the nuts. Now all Kevin can think about the whole fight is my nuts. Took the full 5 minutes, continued to fight. Should it be an automatic? You kick them in the nuts one time. I don't care if it's an accident. Maybe if they're both kicking at the same time, a little different. But if he's standing there and you kick him in the nuts, you lose a point.
I don't think so because I mean, you get southpaw fighting Orthodox guy, though, and they're prone to inside kicks. I mean, it's just I don't think so. I think 2 for sure.
I agree with that. 2, and I believe Mike did kick him twice or 3 times, right?
The second time was the real hard one.
Yep, and that should be a point. I think if you poke someone in the eye, first offense, I'd be fine taking a point because for however many decades it's been enforcing closed fist, and for it to be just so trampled over constantly. And to your point about, low blows, how damaging an eye poke can be, to have a fighter just continue, no consequence on the offender. I think eye poke's 1 point, dick kick on the second one, take a point.
Yeah. I remember when Sean fought Peter Yan, I told Herzog, I said, make sure this motherfucker closes his fist. Yeah. Every single fight, he has his right hand glued and his fingers straight out like this. And you can see him warn him multiple times to start closing his fist. But your hands are like this. You try to get in on a guy and his hands are like this.
Yeah.
Rip in your eyes. So I think that would be good.
The other problem is Dan Miragliotta was saying that if Kevin doesn't come back from that groin shot, then he gets DQ'd for some reason. I don't know what he was talking about.
It was the first round. Kevin's taken his whole 5 minutes. Dan Miragliotta already fucked up really bad the fight before. And nothing against Dan. He's been around for a long time. We'll talk about that fight next. But then he goes up to Kevin Holland and says, hey, you need to fight or you're going to get DQ'd. And it's the first round, and he's recovering from a hard nut kick.
So forced him into fight before he probably was not ready, and that probably took all. That's crazy. I can't believe Dan did that.
I think he meant to say no contest. I think he might have fucked up when he said that, but
you can't be fucking up at that level, though.
No,
that bad.
No excuses whatsoever, especially for a guy like Dan, because he's been around for so long. Like, dude, that is just completely inexcusable. I know that the officiating and refereeing and judging and mixed martial arts has been a huge topic of conversation for years. Let's not pretend it's fucking recent, but I don't know entirely what the solution is beyond these athletic commissions having A, more transparency, and B, more frequent checks and trainings that are mandatory for these guys that are getting in there and deciding, hey, instead of making $96,000, you're going to make $48,000. And sorry, it's that's what I just hate is the consequence for the fighter who's done nothing wrong, yet they have to go back and you slice out training fees, management fees, other expenses.
Half their money.
So it just...
Well, especially earlier in the night, Kyle Nelson fought Matt Frivola. And Kyle Nelson in the first round dropped him bad. Boom, dropped him to his back. And literally is teeing off on his head. And there's at least 6 seconds left on the clock, and Dan Miragliotta steps in there. And that guy's like, it's over. Yes, I finished the guy. He said, nope, it's not over. We're back to the rounds. And there was 6 seconds left, and he's bouncing the guy's head off the mat.
Have you paid attention to his reffing much?
I mean, not really. He's reffed a ton
I think it was the very first fight that he got some attention for. Was a Pat Barry fight when he fought Chick Congo. Remember that?
Yeah, and that was an incredibly...
I think that fucking he just stumbled into some greatness there. I think he should have stopped the fight, and he was lucky that it played out the way it did. Yes, it did.
And it's crazy because it's so challenging to have a fight like that, because what precedent does that set? We need to let these go late because of these great comebacks that could occur. But on the spectrum of probability, that's such a fraction that it's really not in the best interest of the fighter to let it go late. Yeah. But most people's defense would be rushing to an example like that, where it's like, hey, the kid's not done. Why step in? So I don't know. It's such an ambiguous, nebulous debate.
I was like almost mad at their coaches, though. But again, when you're coaching, you're not always looking at the clock. You're looking at what's going on in the fight. But if you saw that clock and he's bouncing his head off the mat, there's 6 seconds left, and that ref stops in, I'd say, hey, we are not fighting again.
Fuck no.
Sorry, you fucking decide what happens, but we just TKO'd that guy.
Yeah. Yes.
We get the finish bonus, because a lot of times, he gets his win bonus, but on a lot of these contracts, there's finish bonuses on there that people don't see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And literally bouncing his head off the mat, 6 seconds left, and Dan Miragliotta steps in. End of the round. He said he thought he heard the bell, but there was no bell.
That's...
you cannot think that it is so fucking distinct, that bell. You can't.
Yeah. And especially, again, a guy of Dan Miragliotta's caliber that has gotten the experience he does. You know what the bell sounds like.
Yeah.
And it's very loud in there. I'll give him that, right? Try and play devil's advocate a little bit. It's very loud, but that is just a weak excuse of a response that, again, at the end of the day, all that accomplishes is harming the fighter. Mm-hmm. And to your point, I mean, hey, credit to Matt Frivola for making it to the scorecards, right?
Jesus.
Getting TKO'd in the first and then battling back for 10 minutes. Like, hats off to him. But, it again, you're sitting there watching this and you go, this is why no one can take this.
It's hard as a fighter to get back up for the next fight when one's been taken from you like that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but so Kyle Nelson, props to him too for coming back out there and just be like, all right, I still got to fight this guy.
Yeah, I just sent you MMA Guru did an investigative piece. I don't know if you want to read the title of that. It was on Dan Miragliotta.
Yeah. Investigative piece.
Yeah, this is the MMA journalism at its finest.
Yeah.
The UFC referee with Down syndrome.
God.
Dan Miragliotta needs to lose his job.
I don't know if he has it or
He's
not.
lost his fucking hair already. What do you
I don't.
take
I mean,
something
he's
else from him?
human. He's human. People make mistakes, but that was an off night for sure.
And it's just, I could maybe tolerate and stomach it better if there were some sort of a statement or accountability and Dan being forced to walk through his thinking after the fight. Hey, here's why I made the decision I did, and this is the best I can offer you is an explanation.
What did he say? Was he asked
I
about
don't.
that?
I don't.
He had
think,
to have been, right?
No, I think that a lot of these athletic commissions really don't want that
Shield
type
them
of
from that. No
transparency.
shit.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
because they just don't want that questioning or the legitimacy to be called into question, right? But I feel like if you make referees more available to media or give them a better opportunity to explain their decision making, it'll make the sport better because fans will be more educated.
100%.
And you can have a again, I'm not saying that Dan could completely explain away Matt Favola getting TKO'd before the round's done and then letting it continue. I don't think he can explain it away, but something would be nice.
Yeah, we more understanding than we have now for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another one that happened is Charles Jourdain moved down to bantamweight, looked skinny, but the dude is so skilled. He's such a skilled southpaw, and you can tell how comfortable he is in there. He kneed Davy Grant in the beak hard and ended up getting a TKO. I'm excited to see his next fight. Marlon Chito Vera versus Zahabi. A close fight. Again, this Zahabi guy, it's crazy watching him fight because he's so unathletic. He's so he's so not explosive. But when you're a guy like that, you have to have a lot of skills, and he's clearly has a lot of skills to go out there, beat Jose Aldo, and then beat Chito. I thought the fight, I mean, could have went either way. Chito was pissed off about it, but it's like, well, dude, that was a fucking close fight. You can't deny that.
Can't be mad at that.
No, and I think a quote from Chito afterwards where he said, if I saw a UFC judge that night, I would have slapped them, is very frustrating to hear because as someone that really does like Chito, I think he's a great dude, good fighter. The common denominator in his career that's cost him is volume and pressing the action.
Yeah.
He spends far too many moments, I would say, being passive and allowing the opponent to work. Right. And it's like, you can't say I'm going to slap a judge when the onus is on you for 15 minutes to press, create meaningful, effective damage. And, you know, I to your point about Amin, his rise has been crazy, especially because he's 38 years old at 135, which is like, how the fuck are you doing that?
Yeah.
You know?
It's a good point at the weight class, too.
It's just so irregular. I mean, Faraz Sahabi is his brother, and like Faraz is a legend,
Really?
right? So it makes sense that Amin is equipped and does have those tools and the fundamentals to subsidize, you know, maybe lack of speed or power because of his age. But I don't know. I mean, I'm excited to see where Zahabi goes, right? It's kind of like Dricus du Plessis, where a guy that just shouldn't make it to the top in so many ways beats everybody, gets there, and if Amin Zahabi becomes the fucking UFC bantamweight champion, so many people are gonna be like, what the fuck happened?
I thought the days were over you're going to have a champion who's not super athletic. I'm like,
Right?
every champion in this day and age is going to be an athletic freak until Sean Strickland did it.
Name some past athletes that have been unathletic.
Maybe I've heard from a lot of people, Rich Franklin.
Rich was very unathletic. Fucking, that's the only one
Maybe
I knew.
Evan Tanner.
Was
he
you
athletic?
probably knew, but you were closer to Team Quest than I was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some of those guys. Or back in the day, who else? That was champions.
Matt Serra.
Matt Serra. He was still a short little ball. He was pretty explosive.
He had that bulldog energy.
He was pretty explosive, and
Tim Sylvia was a horrible athlete.
yeah,
Horrible athlete.
Tim Sylvia for sure.
Who's a guy these days that just constantly gasses out? Doesn't have the cardiovascular system. I'm trying to think of an example at the moment.
That gas is out. Psh. I mean, a lot of people it looks like Dricus is completely gassed out, but then he just fights
It's his
like
beak.
that the whole time. So there's some guys, a lot of guys.
It's fair. Yeah, the nose.
Sure. He said he had surgery. I mean, it looks
Yeah,
so
he got that.
unprofessional. too.
He got
Couldn't
that
even-
fixed, so his nose is good now.
So Zahabi moves up to number 7. So it's number 7 Zahabi, 8 Davison Figueiredo, 5 Song Yadong, Corey, Peter, Umar, Sean O'Malley, and this weekend a big huge opportunity for Mario Bautista, who's not the most flashy guy, doesn't have a crazy social media, like he's not like the most, but he just wins. He's on a fat win streak, and he earned his shot against number 2 Umar. He wanted 5 rounds. Umar and them did not want 5 rounds.
Hell no, they didn't.
Rumor has it is that they're pushing Umar harder than ever. Harder than ever. Habib, after his first loss, they're taking training to the next level, and that could either He could show up a shell of himself, or he could show up and look like a Terminator. But I'm fired up for Mario versus Umar this weekend.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
It's interesting because to me, Umar seems like a guy that is more skilled everywhere than Bautista, right? The striking, I feel like Umar is a little bit more complex. Grappling, not even a question, right? But to your point, Tim, like Mario's just found ways to win, and maybe not all of them are flash. The Jose Aldo fight, terrible, throw it in the trash. But a W's a W. Tuning up Patchy Mix the way he did, impressive. Patchy hasn't really panned out the way, so I don't know how impressive that's age necessarily. But if anyone shouldn't be a plus 550 underdog to Umar Nurmagomedov, it's probably Mario Bautista. That line's way too wide, in my opinion.
Is it? Is that the wow?
It's huge. It's a huge underdog. And I'm like, for what? The guy's on a 9-fight winning streak. And, you know, Umar is time on the shelf. To your point, like, it's a lot of risk. This is a crossroads moment for Umar. And, you know, when I see interviews of Umar Nurmagomedov and he's saying that what cost me in the Merab fight is because my left hand was broken instantly and then my body was trying to close it. And that's what zapped me. What the fuck is that? Yeah, he said that. I'm like, that is not medically accurate at all, actually. You know, that's a crazy excuse. So it just, to me, it just calls into question the mentality, right? If that's what you truly believe, what led to your loss in your last fight, because your body was trying to fix your left broken hand like fucking Wolverine, that's probably not going to bode well for your preparation in this fight and your answer to coming up short, right?
That's crazy. What that sounds like to me is he has a bunch of yes men around him saying stupid shit like that, and he's regurgitating it.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they hold themselves so high, like Usman and him, and then Islam. They're just all these undefeated guys. So you never know. That could have been a big thing. You shatter your hand in the first round, it changes fights.
But your body trying to close it. I mean, heal it by. I mean, is that what he was saying? His
that's
body
what he
was
was
trying.
saying.
Yeah, that's
I think.
Crazy.
Yeah. But that might be a good way for some people to make some cheddar. Mario Bautista by decision. The guy,
wet my beak.
The kid is a good wrestler. He wrestles with great people. He's sparring some of the top bantamweights in the world on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
So and he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. He's got great striking. He can fight as a southpaw. He can fight orthodox. He's not going to be easy to hold down. He's going to be harder to hold down than Corey Sandhagen when Umar was taking Corey Sandhagen's back and holding him down. So it's going to shake things up, definitely, if Umar loses. Because if Umar loses to Mario, where does that put him? If he loses to a number 9?
You know, it's interesting because when you look at Umar, and I might need some assistance remembering his exact past couple opponents, but he took a huge leap up to take on Sandhagen, beats him, then finds himself in a title shot. There's not many top 15 wins that Umar has. There's not many instances. I think it's just Corey, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe Umar beat somebody else that's in the top 15 that I'm shockingly
I don't think he
forgetting.
did. Because he fought Corey Sandhagen, and then he fought the newcomer, Bezkit Almakin.
Yep.
Then he fought Ioni Barcelos, Nate Manis, Brian Kelleher. None of these guys were in the top 15. So his one win over a top 15 guy was Corey Sandhagen.
Whereas Mario Bautista is tested against this level more frequently and has passed those tests. So for Umar, it's like we just haven't seen you at this level super frequently. So why you're a minus 600 favorite is odd. I get the name, I get the reputation, and I've seen your rise up, and it's been impressive. But I don't know. I mean, that's the fun thing about analysis, right? It's like statistics. You can manipulate a data set to show a million different things. You could look at Umar and Mario and cut that a million different ways. But Tim, I'll tell you what, another betting piece that has me shocked is Tom Aspinall by sub is like plus 360.
Really?
Plus 350 or something.
Dude, you parlay both those.
Woo.
Mario by decision, Tom Aspinall by sub. Cyril Gane gets put on his butt frequently. Tom Aspinall has been training jiu-jitsu since he was 7 years old.
Really?
He knows how to put people on their butt. He knows how to sit in the half guard, batter them, progress into mount, take the back, and choke people. So, I mean, that's not a bad bet. You might be able to make some cheddar there.
And it's the line on him by KO, I think, is like minus 110 on that prop. And that's got me confused because, well, he's got great striking and good hands. You know, knocked out Sergey, knocked out Curtis Blades. When you see that transition to the grappling, right, what he did to Alexander Volkov, right, body lock directly into, I think it was a little straight armbar action. Yep. I don't know. I'm like, that's really where this guy is truly special at that weight class. And that's entirely where Cyril Gane's weak.
Yes.
Gane's got good striking. If I'm Tom, I blast double.
Well, yeah, for a fact. That's facts.
Yeah,
so.
and Cyril Gane, he's a southpaw, and he counters hard with right hooks. He can sit down on left hands. When Tom Aspinall comes in and starts blitzing at you, his chin floats up. There's ways for Cyril Gane to win, but I think you're right. Being patient, finding the time to just put him on his ass, put him on his butt, and zap his energy. And I could definitely see Tom Aspinall submitting Cyril Gane.
I will say this, though. If Tom Aspinall does not submit Cyril Gane within 2 minutes, John Jones is going to have a fucking field day on Twitter. I did it quicker. I'm still the lineal.
No, but now if Tom Aspinall comes out and puts his lights out and knocks him out in a minute, what does John Jones say? Fuck
Good
that.
win, Tom. I still don't want to fight.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. I'm fired up, though. Watching Tom Aspinall, he is just a freak show.
Special.
He's a freak show, dude. The amount of TKOs and KOs this guy has, and as soon as he hurts you, how fast he is when he starts flurrying on you, he's so fast.
At that weight, it's incredible to see a guy that fast, that explosive.
And it's a shame almost that this current era of heavyweight, I would say, isn't as decorated of a high pedigree as there were in eras past. Because I'd love to see Tom take on those names, in their primes. That would be so interesting. But when you look at the top 15 and you've got guys like, no disrespect whatsoever, but fuck, what's the guy's name? He's got the stupid hair. You know what I'm talking about?
It is
at 205?
Stupid hair.
At 265. He's got like the buzzed on one side, half cut on the other. He's main evented a couple times.
Not Waldo, not Jailton Almeida, not Curtis Blades, not Sergey Pavlich, Marcin Tybura.
Yep. That's the guy.
Yep.
Nothing against him. But if that dude is in the top 15, I mean, you talk about Ayman Zahabi being unathletic, not entirely competent in all areas. I watch Tybura fight and I go, I just feel, and again, look, this is the opinion coming from a guy that gets his ass kicked quite frequently, right? Yeah. So take it with a grain of salt. But yes. I just feel that this current top 15 pales heavily in comparison to other eras. So.
You're right, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, the heavyweight division isn't the most exciting. It's just really not. It's not just you're fired up for what's next. Because if Tom Aspinall just runs through Gane, I mean, the only fight for them to make is Pereira versus Aspinall.
Yeah.
God, that's going to be cool. That's going to be sweet if that happens.
Aspinall has finished 5 guys in the top 10 already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 15 wins with 12 KOs.
God damn.
And he's lapped a division that is weak as hell, which is crazy. Like, and then this is kind of what does bug me a little bit, though. You bring in an Tate Dillion, who's a very interesting prospect, and Tom instantly goes to, okay, well, that's my training partner. I'm not going to fight him. When Tate gets ready for a title shot, I'll vacate, and Tate can step into the spotlight. What the fuck? Hey, I get that you guys are buddies. How about we make a shit ton of money?
How close are they?
That's a good question. It seems like they're close enough that Tom would never fight him, which to me is like, all that does is further harm a division that has been stalled out for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Like, Tom, we haven't gotten to see you compete that frequently. Now you're already saying that if this guy, who's pretty damn good, gets up to your echelon, you're done?
Really?
Where the fuck do you go? There's not even a weight class above you, Tom.
It says a lot him saying that, though.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Tom's saying that, and then behind closed doors, he's like, "I hope Tate doesn't." I'm betting that Tate doesn't.
I wouldn't. Yeah, shit. It just What do you think about him saying that?
I mean, that's your buddy. It's just it's
hard
to say.
I would never fight a friend. I could never. But
you wouldn't.
Who's the guy he's talking about?
Tate Dillion, who came. He was PFL. I don't know if he won the PFL championships.
He's number 9.
Yeah, comes in, great debut. Tate Dillion had, and
so he probably needs to win 2 or 3 more to get to Tom. And how much does things change in 2 to 3 more fights?
How long have they trained
2-3 years?
That's a good question. I want to say a couple years, somewhere in the 2 to 7 year range.
Recent announcement though. I mean, I don't know how true it is. I've been seeing it on Twitter. I've heard about it.
RDR broke it on his Twitter account, so it must be.
Yes, RDR's Twitter account. But Ilia Topuria versus Paddy Pimblett. January 10th, the first fight on Paramount.
Oh,
I've heard that rumor. I like that rumor. I think that's an interesting clash. Obviously, they've got so much history, and it's really nothing against Justin Gaethje because I love Justin. He's super fun. As an AZ guy, I always want to root for the AZ guys. But Justin has had those moments at the elite level and has not been able to get it done. And I don't think that a performance over a short notice Rafael Fiziev, who you already beat not too long ago, deserves a title shot. I think that if Justin can string together another impressive win, boom, he gets the winner of Ilia and Paddy. But like for him to go and say, I'm going to retire if I don't get the title shot, I'm like, whoa, let's
hold people hostage a little bit.
Yeah.
Ilia Topuria versus Paddy Pimblett is going to be a huge fight.
Massive.
Fucking huge. So first fight on Paramount, they're just going to make it just giant.
Where's it at?
I'm curious.
It's at the UFC Apex, so it's going to be massive. I'm kidding. Of course I'm kidding. No, I don't even know where it's at. I don't think
I've heard
announced it.
I've heard it could be in California.
Okay.
Could be in California. And let's see how much they stack that card up, because now the deals with ESPN are done. They're probably going to come out with a bang on Paramount.
Well, they're getting $25 million per event from Paramount, so it should be fucking stacked with that amount of money. But I'll say this, that's a missed opportunity if they put it in California. Nothing against Los Angeles or anywhere else, but you've got the Bernabeu in Madrid. You can fit 90,000. Ilia's been walked out before at Real Madrid games as a special guest, as being honored by all this. Imagine a UFC event there in that stadium.
God.
Like, come on. It's just I get that maybe Madrid doesn't want to pay the site fees that other places do, and ultimately the bottom line is the biggest consideration, sure. But, like, man, like this sport, like imagine watching an event taking place in a venue like that, celebrating a star from Spain. Like, you create a good moment that's being wasted maybe.
And Ilia broke up with his gal.
Oh, no. On the hunt for some more puss, is he?
I mean, well, it's hard.
What
It's
happened?
hard.
It's a good question. I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know.
I guess the Nelk boys were right. Remember what they said?
What did they say?
He met her in Miami.
Oh,
Met her
no.
in Miami. Well, it's probably not her fault. It's probably not her fault. She's dating a top G. She's dating a
He's trying to
top
spread his
G.
wings.
And if the top G wants a couple pokes here and there, and she just doesn't agree with that,
She's gone.
well,
Yeah.
then things part ways.
I don't know. Again, I would never cheat, you know what I mean, regardless of love. But that is to your point, like,
But do you have a lot of opportunities?
yeah. I'm on the road very frequently. So, hey, whoa. Hey, listen, I swing for both teams. I got opportunities.
Yes,
I
yes.
got opportunities.
Yep.
You're bisexual?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I mean, come on. I don't look. But it's a consideration. A guy of come out of here. At Taporia's level, if you're dating somebody like that, it is a conversation that you need to have. And if that's not within the complexion of your relationship, and maybe you aren't comfortable, and he's got these needs or whatever else, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But it's a valid thing to maybe consider.
What?
If he's like, yo, I'm running the bank up, I've got all these opportunities, I want to do X, Y, or Z. If she goes, hey, maybe we can make that work, let's open the relationship up, and then that creates both parties being happy, sure. That works for some relationships.
Yeah.
And
It's
clearly
rare.
with them, it didn't. It is rare. I've never seen it really work.
I mean, you have to be. She would have to be so secure on. Yes, you're my husband forever, and him making her feel that secure. But
And it would take
not saying it's
extra
right or
attention
wrong.
for him to give to her to make her feel like that. And I doubt he had that. You know what I mean?
No, and again, it's a tale that we see as old as time, right? Guy gets top of the world.
Well, you got a big nut sack that's full of testosterone,
Pulsating.
and people don't understand.
Pulsating.
Yes, pulsating.
Yeah. So I already seen photos of him with another girl though.
Shit.
He
had a
He's
girl
moving quick, man. He's moving quick.
That bird was there before she even left. That's a
Now,
damn
I'm curious
fact.
if she got 50%. That gal.
How long were they married for?
I don't even know. They have kids and stuff. They have kids and stuff.
Were they
so-
married, or was it just like a long-term
I think
domestic
they
partnership?
were married.
they're
I'm not
married?
even
She
sure.
got a taste for sure.
She got
God
hopefully.
dang it. Yeah.
God,
Well.
Tim was rooting for their relationship.
Ah.
Ilia's gonna be the guy to remain who
He,
he
he
is.
just he wants people to be happy. I can tell you, he generally does.
Yeah. So, okay. And then welterweight, we got Jack Madalena versus Islam Makhachev.
Oh God.
Oh, I'm excited for that. God, I'm excited for that fight for some reason.
Oh, for some reason, it's amazing. For some reason, it's amazing.
That's a jewel.
Dude, think how big Islam's been looking in
Right.
photos, dude. That guy's bulked up, put on mass. I like JDM a ton, and I think Bilal is a fantastic training partner for Jack Della Maddalena to really hone the grappling.
Yeah.
Craig Jones helping JDM out is great.
good, too.
But, like, there's just something different about Islam Makhachev.
I agree.
He's probably walking around. I bet 13, 14 weeks out, he's walking around 210.
Yeah.
210.
280.
They said he's walked around 205 going to 155. So rumor has it, Big Dylan Danis is fighting that one weightlifter guy,
Eddie Hall.
Eddie Hall.
Dylan the Crow taking on the strongman. It's locked
Is
and
he
loaded, baby. Dylan, I think, is 170, 180, and Eddie's, of course, 400 pounds. It's a freak fight, but, you know, it makes sense that Misfits is, of course, spearheading that type of
Is
matchmaking.
it real?
So, yeah,
Like
it's
a
real.
fight. Fuck yeah,
Absolutely
fun
real.
to watch, dude.
I mean, guys, it's going to end quick. Dylan's going to end up pulling guard and maybe a butterfly guard, Eddie's going to be all off balance. Dillion's going to get into single leg X, and he's going to crank that knee. And Eddie's going to tap real quick, and it'll probably be a minute fight.
Imagine if Dillion pulls guard and he's trying to butt scoot, and Eddie just hits the fucking Meta Knight and just jumps on top of him.
Boom.
Flatlines him.
Yeah,
I don't know if Dillion can take that. I mean, that's a
You're
lot
a black
of...
belt in jiu-jitsu. He jumps his weight up. He's going to face plant. Dillion's going to be on his back. It's going to be a quick night.
Like a Mark Hunt fucking butt drop, like shit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, does Eddie Hall know nothing?
No, Eddie's competed a couple times, but it's all been like kind of the freak show fights in Eastern Europe and like for fun, not against like legit talent. He did, I will say, correct me if I'm wrong, he went over to where is it? The Polish promotion, and he did beat a good heavyweight.
KSW, is that what it's called?
KSW, yeah, I think he went to KSW and beat the shit out of one of their heavyweight guys. So that made me go, ooh.
I saw him fight those two guys.
Yeah. Threw one of them. Just
I did enjoy that.
So is Darren Till still a part of Misfits, or is he just a free agent now?
I think that we had, I say we like I did it. I think they had like a 3-fight deal with him at first, but he's interested in extending that. And, you know, they're negotiating it at the moment. I would be shocked if Darren doesn't compete again on Misfits, because it's been the year of Darren Till, and what's buoyed him is that platform.
Absolutely.
And the teams that are surrounding it. And, you know, I think that it's a nice adjustment before he gets back to MMA. I think seeing him do boxing and having so much success is only going to make people more interested when he does.
God, do you think he'll go back to MMA? Because what kind of money is he making?
Yeah.
At Misfits?
Yeah.
Good money.
Like how much?
Good.
Just get a ballpark.
800,000?
I couldn't. This is where, I really don't have any true direct knowledge, but I don't know if it's 800, but it's very good money.
So even if it's 800, even if it's 500,000, when he goes back to the UFC, he's not going to be able to get that.
What's he making at the UFC?
UFC, maybe, who knows? It's hard to say. It could have been 200 or 125, 125. I don't know. Maybe it says online.
He said way more in boxing than UFC.
That's what I'm saying. If you're making double and you're being able to put some boxing gloves on,
I'd never come back.
You'll probably never come back. I wouldn't be surprised if he ever comes back to MMA.
I will say, he's vocalized he wants to go back, but I guess that's very fair to consider, right? How legit are his words on that? I will say, what if they just give him a fucking title shot right off the rip? They say, hey, division's in this weird spot. Darren, come back in for a title shot. Kaya Sakura got one. Maybe Darren Till can sneak back into the title picture.
Darren's worth more now than he left. You know?
Very true. Yeah, I mean, come on. He just knocked out Luke Rockhold. His stock is through the moon. I will say, though, the one fight that currently is circling the drain for Till is that matchup with Carl Froch. And I'm not really a boxing historian, but I believe Carl the Cobra, a very, very talented fighter.
Fuck yeah, Carl. I mean, I don't know how old Carl is, but fucking shit. Watch when he did that Super 8 tournament.
Yeah,
that was fucking great. He won that tournament.
He looks a little old these days, I will say.
He's got to be like 40, late 40s.
Late 40s.
That being said, Till would fucking put a weapon on him at 48.
You think so?
I do think so. Yeah.
Dude, I've had people that have been like, "Oh, Till's gonna get crushed by Carl."
Yeah, but I mean, everybody gets nostalgic with these old fighters like that. Look at the fucking Mike Tyson thing. I mean, I could be completely wrong. Depends how good a shape he is, how well he's taking care of himself. But he was sharp at one point.
There's no way Carl Froch goes out there and kills Darren Till. He's almost 50 years old.
How old is he?
48.
He's a complete cotton top now, isn't he?
Dude, he's 48 years old, fellas.
It's prime.
And again,
prime.
Fuck, that's it. This life.
And Darren Till is just a young buck still.
How old's Till?
He's only like 32, 33, yeah.
Yeah, prime, hitting hard. Like
when you start to get old, you get fragile and fucking you take a fucking just a shot from Darren Till like that, you fucking crumple. You know what I mean? Darren Hill, he's a puncher, man. Darren's a puncher, and so is Carl, but fucking 48, man. That's a fucking.
I mean, you go to one practice and you have one hard practice, you're recovering for 3 days at that.
Yeah,
it's so fucking true.
And if you haven't trained for X amount of years, your body just has unwound in so many ways.
And,
right?
And a lot of things that I've read, and even going through it myself, when you retire and you're done taking those shots, fucking get into a training camp to go back in that life. You're just a different person you used to be.
What was the moment where you felt like, okay, this retirement is what I need to do?
When I turned 40 years old, it was crazy. I had all the fights I had in my life. I didn't feel different from being 21 to 39. It's the craziest thing. Like almost the day I turned 40, just fuck. It's fucking bad.
Really? Blowing those candles out, you're like, my vocal cords hurt a little bit more blowing those candles out.
Yeah.
Well, beautiful show. What do you got coming up, Ben? Anything?
We've got APFC on November 3rd. We're back in Milwaukee at the Potawatomi Casino. Charles Oliveira is our special guest. Let's go do Bronx. So that's the next assignment. And then I think I've got a couple other shows in November, but thankfully I've got a little bit of time off. I've got a little time to relax.
I forgot to talk about it too, the Duke Roufus thing. That has got to be the most fucking sad thing ever.
What happened?
Duke died.
When?
A couple days ago.
2 weeks ago.
God damn it, how?
I don't know.
Heart attack in his sleep. Was what I heard.
That's fucking hard. That's heartbreaking.
I wonder if there was any
indication
lead up to that or indication.
I don't know. I sent Anthony a text, but I didn't inquire about what exactly transpired. But he was just at fucking Sergio's fight, right?
Yeah, he was only 50.
So I really don't think there were obvious signs, but truthfully, who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
Right?
You're gonna start to see a lot of those in our sport.
Yeah.
Just because, I would say the next 10 years, it's because people are starting to get old,
Yeah.
That sucks. I mean, I got to reach
fucking
out to
legend.
Rick, for sure.
Fucking legend. Yeah.
It was nice to see the combat sports world take a moment and remember it and celebrate his legacy.
The fucking nicest dude.
Yeah.
Made multiple champions, had such a big impact on the sport. So pretty sad. All right, where can people follow you, Ben?
At Ben the Bane Davis on all platforms. Twitter is obviously where I'm most vocal and stupid. Instagram is much more of a
Ben does like to talk a little S on the Twitter.
We get a little wild, man. We get a little wild.
And do you ever get nervous you're going to run into one of these guys in real life?
I've never had issues in person. I've never had someone come and press
because
me.
Right when they come up to you, you go like this.
I pull a gun on them.
No, shake the hands.
Shake their hand. I think because when you meet me, it's like okay.
You can tell he's fucking around.
Yeah, we're just joking, man. We're just having some fun. Do I go too far sometimes? For sure.
And are you buzzed when you're doing that?
No, not anymore. Not anymore. I've toned back. Maybe a couple of years ago, after a show, we'd hit the bar and I'd be like, "It's time to fucking tweet." But these days, it's very sober words, sober thoughts.
Fuck yeah.
Could we get a little inside scoop on the Andrew Tate fight? Is it happening in December? Who's going to be fighting?
There is a lot of allegedly attached to it, but I do think that if you were a betting person, then you might want to take a slip on Andrew Tate competing. And, he said he only wants to fight the heavyweight champion. Those are his words. So if you look at the Misfits heavyweight champion, that's Chase Demoor. So you put two and two together. If Tate's true and legit about what he means and what he says, then Chase is going to be getting a very big payday in December.
Did they ever talk about Cowboy Cerrone?
There's been conversations. I actually recommended Donald to Mams. There was a whole list of former UFC fighters, Dillashaw, Pettis even, Cowboy was on there. I was like, these are guys that I think would probably be interested in doing some crossover boxing, and they'd bring attention, they'd bring eyes. And I know that we get criticized for turning into like the old UFC retirement home, but it's like, hey, nobody else is really giving a platform to these guys in a less risky
I'm sure
manner.
the Darren Till and Luke Rockhold views killed it.
It was good.
I bet it
Numbers
was
were
good.
good.
I mean, I was fucking fired up to tune in.
Oh, yeah.
So, all right, brother. Thanks for coming. Thanks, Diesel. Thanks, Nick. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Hit that like and subscribe button. We're almost to 250. It helps out when you hit it. So comment your thoughts below, and we'll see you guys next week. Actually, real quick, let's take a peek here at the patreon.com/Red Academy, the confidential show. We come out with it every week, and we get real juicy on the show. Stuff we can't say on YouTube, we say it on there. So let's get into that clip. See y'all later. Love you. Bye. Okay, boys and girls, now let's take a peek at my confidential show. It comes out every week on patreon.com/Red Hawk Academy, and it gets real juicy. Everyone that's been a part of the confidential crew, they love it, and we got a great crew going on. Patreon.com/Red Hawk Academy. Let's take a peek.
A woman that looks after you is such a fucking good woman. I mean, it's something every fucking man has to have. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you have to have, certain women do it too much, but every woman has to have that to a certain extent,
You got a girlfriend now, but I'm sure dating at your age is...
What the fuck does that mean, Tim?
Well, I'm saying dating at your age, dating someone who's similar than your age, they have a whole past.
Yeah, for sure. That's the damn thing. And you're dating at this age, you're looking for, everything's different, man. Especially because coming out of a marriage for that many years, it's all different. The biggest thing I asked was understanding, and that's what she's done.
Yeah.
How long were you married?
20 years.
Damn, so that was probably pretty tough, huh?
Oh fuck, brother.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, I can't either.
Imagine.
Yeah, but whatever, but you just got to push through. It won't only get better with stuff like that. I mean, it's hard for sure.
Just over time, like realizing it wasn't a good fit, or
No, just fucking. I mean, we had a great marriage, and fucking she's my best friend, and then just some things at the end just didn't go our way, and
I mean, God damn it. I mean, it happens more than 50% of the time. And it's a lot of the time. It's a lot of the time too, when the kids are done being raised. You raise the kids, you stay together for the kids, and then the kids are 18 and it's like, well, and then they get a divorce. Like watching that Golden Bachelor. It's like, fuck.
With you bring up a good point. When the kids are growing up, shit, you've seen me and Lisa go through ups and downs, and when the kids are young, there's a really more of a desperate need to stay together. And
it's almost like you guys got a shared goal.
For sure, absolutely. And then Joey just turned 18, and Jaden. I mean, they were under 18 when we separated, but yeah, it's a lot easier. And then again, you wait. You don't want to fucking separate and try to look for someone when no one fucking wants you. When you're fucking just broken down.
That's why it's like, dude, the whole marriage thing. It's like, dude, you're signing this thing where you think you're gonna be together forever.
Yes, 1,000. I never.
Like, what the fuck?
For sure. I mean, how many conversations I had with you? I never thought in a million years I'd be in this position.
Yeah,
never. I mean, fuck. I mean, it's crazy. You never can be sure, man. Especially because women get in that age and they go through menopause. I'm not saying Lisa, that's what was happening, but it's possible. I mean, you go through that, and then the hormones change. They completely change into a different person. You look at the divorces go through the roof at that age when women's hormones change and they go through menopause.
Dude, I believe it. One time, Mariah's mom is similar to her, very kind of quiet, works hard, like pretty awesome lady.
Yeah.
And she was going through that menopause. And then at a house I was renting from them, they were supposed to be renting it, but we were renting it. They were living somewhere else. And there was this
subleasing it.
Yeah. There was this old shitty beat down play thing in the back. What do they call those?
Like jungle gym?
Yeah, a little jungle gym.
Yeah.
A little jungle gym. It was just a ratty piece of shit. Like no one's going to use it ever.
Yeah.
And I got rid of it. And I thought I was doing everyone a favor. I got rid of it on OfferUp for free. I said, will someone come grab this? A guy came and grabbed it. Fucking freaked out on me. What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you fucking retarded, you pieces, you dumb? I'm like,
Mariah's mom?
Yeah. And
boy.
I'm like, do you hear your mom? She's fucking psycho.
So what was the setting? So what were you face to face with her?
No, on a phone.
And Mariah was on the phone with her.
Yeah, and Mariah was kind of taken back too. Like, holy, I've never seen my mom be that. I'm like, I can buy you a new one at Costco and have it set. That's beside the point, you fucking idiot. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
how long ago was this?
Is a different. This was 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I'm like, that is a different human. Ended up getting the blood work check, getting everything in line, hormones in check, and back to normal.
For sure. I mean, imagine she probably thought she was losing her fucking mind.
Yeah.
I wonder if she had some kind of attachment to the jungle gym.
No,
like some sort
it was
of
inconsequential. It had nothing to do with it.
Really?
I guarantee it.
Yeah, I mean, supposedly though, what really got her pissed was the owner of that house's kid was an autistic kid, and he really loved that play gym. But I'm like, we've been here for fucking years, and that thing is a hazard. It's a fucking hazard.
And if he's autistic, you can fucking grab one, weather it a little bit, and that motherfucker won't know what's what.
Yeah, get that motherfucker a puzzle or something. He'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you fucking work back from that?
I was like, I still kind of poke jokes at it once in a while. I'm like, yo, don't take now the jungle gym. I mean,
did you ever go overboard and poke around too much?
No, I think obviously she felt dumb about it.
Yeah.
Ashamed of that.
That's where I struggle with girls sometimes, man. I like chirping so much. And sometimes, and sometimes, whatever ladies in my life, like, maybe if I like you, I'm going to chirp you, right?
Yeah.
And that's genderless for me. So sometimes I chirp the women in my life a little too much.
Understanding is a great thing to have for women, understand, especially for men like us. Understanding is a big thing. And fucking going into situations with a fucking, being objective, every situation having a generous assumption of things. That's great. And that's
wise, man.
It is.
What's your longest relationship, Clark?
My first one, and it was 5 years, and it was from high school until like junior year of college.
And now where did that go south?
I think we got together when we were kids. We were 16, and a lot changed in that 5 years. And it just kind of looking back on it, you kind of grow apart from people that maybe you had some loyalty to as a younger cat, and then time goes by and it's like, okay, this
changing a little bit.
Yeah, this isn't the best fit. We got to move on. I was finishing up playing football, so I was having a whole identity crisis, and
that was hard for you, that transition.
Yeah, man, because that was who I was my whole life, and then it stopped, and then she and I kind of broke up, and it was a really, looking back on it, it was a really pivotal, awesome time in my life where it was like gaining a lot of wisdom from attaching yourself to things that maybe don't have a place in your life anymore, if that makes sense.
Fuck yeah, that's sad. You know, it is. I don't like change, so that's that kind of stuff bothers me. Yeah.
God, just being able to accept it, though, being able to accept the change and just be like, well,
you've been saying that since it happened. I was, when you first time you said it, I'm like, this isn't the time.
I don't want to accept it.
Because I'm like, Tim, you think, because Tim knows Lisa very well. I mean, we've all been friends for years. And so I'm like, you think we'll get back together? Because I mean, it was fucking killing me. And he was like, fuck, I don't know, man. I mean, but if it doesn't happen, you're going to be okay with her dating, and you want her to be happy. And then fucking, and even now, she's got a boyfriend and just fucking, oh man, it's fucking crazy.
That shit's tough, ain't it?
I can't imagine.
I never thought in a million years I'd be sitting here, it's crazy. And what's great is I met Mia. Mia's fucking wonderful, man. Girl's fucking great.
Yeah, she seems cool. She seems cool. You guys get along and shit. What do you guys do at the house? Just
fuck around, play around. I'm a fucking big kid, man. That's all I do is fucking laugh. And that's all Lisa and I did too. I mean, I think that's the cornerstone of every good relationship is laughter, man. Mm-hmm. It's huge with that. And I try to laugh my way through everything.
Yeah. Well, the old Bitcoin is fucking dropping again. Shit's
bottoming out, huh?
Me out, dude. God.
What's it down to, Tim?
It's only down to 106. It went down to 103. It was at 125. It was fucking.
How many times a day are you eyeballing this thing?
Well, I have this fucking widget. I need to get rid of it. I have this widget on my phone that I just see it. Every time I look at my phone, I just see what it's at. I'm like, good God.
It's like me with my account waiting for that money.
I get the alerts from like the place that has my money. It'll be like Ethereum is down 7% in the last 24 hours.
Phone's at risk at that point. Like I've kicked my phone across the room several times the last few days.
Crash out a little bit.
Looking at it. And you motherfucker said, yeah.
Now, do we have any updates on when the big check's hitting?
we do.
Let's go, man.
So the story is, it's not coming.
Have we accepted that?
Yeah, fucking. That'd be a hard pill to swallow, dude. It'd be hard to swallow.
Imagine all the people you owe, dude. No, you don't.
They'd have to come to terms.
Yeah, dude.
Oh God, Ted's been saying that for years. So it's good. Cut and run.
Oh,
it's. I don't know what I'd do. It'd be fucking horrible. It'd be fucking.
Well,
but they said
what is the reason it wouldn't come?
So the judge, when the judge signs off on class action like that, then it goes like there's a certain tier. So I signed up to get paid through ACH, and then they signed it. There was a little bit of a snafu, but.
Wrong account number or something?
No, it's a bank that was frauded before, maybe.
Yeah.
Stop.
So what happens with the last number and the account number was fucking off. So it just I mean, I've seen it 1,000 times.
That's fucking ass. Well, at least they didn't send it to the wrong account number.
No, that just it never happened.
Man.
I was talking to Mike Delatorre last night. And he's waiting on his check too, and he's just fucking writhing. I was like, because, dude, fucking,
they either mail you a check or it's
just going to show up in my account. Yeah.
Okay.
And get a couple whores and hit the DLTs. Go down to the Legion.
Oh, yeah. Just start slapping people around. Fucking.
Or just go get yourself a deluxe Jimmy John's.
Oh, I'm going to go Quiznos, bud.
Quiznos and get a little extras on there.
Get a little taste.
You like your sandwiches a little more Jewish, huh?
Fuck, no, I do not.
Oh, shit. No, dude, you got there's some good Jewish delis around.
I love lox and bagels, man. I love that shit.
Some New York Jewish deli.